welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup video. It's going to be all about the brand NYX and its entry into India. So I'm going to give you all the details on where it's going to be available, how you can buy it, and I've had a few products now for a few weeks, so I'm going to give you reviews and like swatches and sort of try-ons of those products, tell you what I liked, what I didn't like, etc. So I'm going to have to apologize in advance if my hair looks really messy, because I have some serious bedhead going on. Even if I get sweaty, yeah, please don't mind that. I feel like I should address it because it's pretty hot and I can't film with the fan on because everything would be flying. So as you may have heard, the brand NYX, which is a really famous American makeup brand, is entering India really soon. I don't think most people need much of an introduction to it. They have a very much bigger, like a wider variety of products. They have products especially that makeup artists can use, and anyway, you don't have to be a makeup artist to use professional products, but like if you like makeup, you know, you can really enjoy yourself with professional products. They just have like primers, setting sprays, eyelashes and everything else. They don't just stick to the basic. So NYX has been available more or less in India for quite a few years, but not officially. One of the first lipsticks that I bought like as a sort of a grown-up was a NYX matte lipstick, and they have been available in some beauty supply stores. They have already been available in Sephora India, but it's still just a small counter. There are fewer things available, and now that they are coming to India, apparently 200 products are releasing in India simultaneously. So that's a lot of products, and I think even the pricing is mostly going to be a little more affordable. All about the launch and where you can buy it. NYX is going to be exclusive for now, at least, to Nykaa.com. It's going to launch widely, like open to everybody on the 8th. But if you sign up on the website with your name and email on the link that I'll put the link below, then you can get access to buy anything you want like a whole 24 hours in advance apparently. So I know that everybody who wants NYX makeup, like who wants to buy this stuff, is already signing up. Hell, I've already signed up. So you can see all the products, and you can like look at the prices, shades available, etc., and get a good idea of like what everything is going to be priced and what everything is going to be like, and you can add it to your wish list so that when they open up like the sale on 8th, it's going to be for the public, but if you've registered, I think it'll be on the 7th, you can like shop for things quickly. And I don't know how much stock they have, but like just as a beauty lover, I am definitely telling you guys, I'm anticipating all of it to sell out really quickly. That's what I'm going to guess. So I have saved a few things in my wish list as well, and I'm going to try my best to buy it, but who knows. I think in the longer term it will be more available in stores and all, but one way I do like that they have chosen to launch on Nykaa, because that way it's like a very democratic platform. Everyone across India is going to get the chance to buy it at the same time. It's not going to be like only the metro cities or only Bombay, only Delhi. Wherever you are, you're going to get a chance to buy it if you're lucky, if you're quick. So as a blogger and vlogger, I was very lucky to get a press kit with a few of the NYX things like a couple of weeks ago to try out and just like, you know, gauge my opinion on them. So I have used every single product that I've been sent, some more than others. There's some lip things, some eye things, some base makeup. So I'm going to review all the things for you like right now. So maybe you will get a better idea of what you want to buy or what you don't want to buy. The press kit that they sent me came with this lovely little black tote bag. It's like beautiful. It's got this NYX written here with silver sequins, and it says professional makeup below, and nice handles, and it's also got a zip. It's really cute. I also got this NYX professional makeup like notepad, and it says NYX Pro with the hashtag NYX India at the back. So that's going to be the hashtag in India for NYX makeup. It's just a notebook, but the cover looks very glossy and pretty, and look at all these colors. I also got like a pen drive which has NYX on it, very very attractive pen drive, and this little pouch that says NYX Pro and NYX India. It's got a zip at the back so you can put something in it. Now I'm going to start with talking about the individual products, and I don't know all the prices off the top of my head, but please click the show more button below this video, and I'm going to mention the proper names of all the products, the shades and the prices. I'm going to first start with base makeup. They sent me the NYX Studio HD foundation. So it is obviously a liquid foundation. Whenever a product says HD in the name of it, like you hear a lot of products saying HD, a lot of people don't realize what that means. So that means that it's going to look very good on camera, because now all good cameras, all good DSLRs or better record video in HD. You are hopefully watching this in HD. While HD is visually very beautiful, it kind of is very detailed, and it shows all your flaws also on camera. Like you can see every tiny little line and detail and stuff. So HD makeup is supposed to be makeup that's going to look perfect even under glaring lights and even under very high resolution, high definition cameras. It's just going to look like very nice. Even if you zoom in, it won't look like patchy or like, you know, I don't know, it's just not going to look uneven. It's going to look nice. Now coming to the foundation itself, this one, the shade that they sent me is called HDF 106 Beige Natural. Sadly, the moment I saw like this color on the box only, I guessed it. It's a little light for me. I feel like it's probably just one shade light for me, but it is definitely light for me. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand here just to show it to you. Yeah, so I don't know, can you guys see that? You can, right? So I did put some of it on my face yesterday, just like on one area of my face, because I wanted to talk to you guys about the formula. I really liked the formula of it, the feel of it, because it was very smooth. I think the coverage was like low to medium. I think you could say it was a medium coverage foundation, and it sets nicely. Like it sets not to a completely dry or a flat matte, but it sets into this pretty matte finish that still reflects a little bit of light. If like me, you have a tendency to go oily, especially in monsoon weather, summer weather, if your skin becomes oily, then I would still say that you would need to set this foundation with a little powder when you're done. But if you have normal to dry skin, if you don't have oily skin, I don't think you have to set it at all. I really liked the finish of this foundation, and it kind of like it possibly matched this part of my face, but the jawline, which is a little darker, it definitely like was looking, you know, looking like whiter, and so I couldn't wear a whole face of it, and that's why I can't really comment on long term wear. But what I did try and what like I did feel, I liked it. I just noticed like when I got this foundation that the whole packaging of it and all looks really similar to the Bobbi Brown tinted moisturizer. So like the dimensions are slightly different, but the stuff is like so similar, it's crazy. I don't really know who copied whom or anything, but it's just something I noticed. Next, I have this base makeup product. It's the NYX Hydra Touch Powder Foundation, and I'm going to have to warn you right now that this is just going to be a rave of this product, because from the very first time I tried it, I absolutely loved it, and I've been using it almost every day since then. I've used it quite a lot already. It's on my face right now, and I just love it. I'm going to tell you why I love it and what makes it so awesome. So I don't use liquid foundation. I feel like I repeat this. I prefer a light base, and in humid weather with oily skin, I have tried a lot of liquid foundations. In the end, it just feels like too much of effort. So most of my daily base consisted of putting on any concealer to conceal my under eye darkness and to also conceal any spots that I might have, and then just the general areas that you need concealer. Like a lot of Indians have a little darkness around their lips here, around the nose, so just little dabs of concealer there. After I did that, I would go in then with like any powder compact that I may have, whether it is like the Maybelline White Beauty Fresh or whatever compact. I've been using that recently, whether it's L'Oreal Matte Magique. Those were all reasonably good compacts, and I used to set my makeup with that, but those don't really give you much coverage, so they kind of made me matte and they evened my skin tone out a little bit, but they didn't really give me that much coverage, and I was not so happy. Part of me was like, should I buy a liquid foundation again? But I realized then, I remembered that I don't like using liquid foundations. A couple of years ago, I did quite a lot of research on different powder foundations available, and I bought the Laura Mercier Mineral Foundation. Sadly, the shade that I bought it's not a perfect match for me. I bought it online and it was pretty damn expensive, but it makes parts of my face look ashy, and that's not a good look. Then I went ahead and I bought the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation, and I had high hopes for that. I got a good shade match, and at first I was very happy until I realized after maybe a month of using it, because I was not using makeup every day, that powder foundation did not agree with me, and it was breaking my skin out. Like every time I use it, the next day I would get these tiny breakouts all over my face. So sadly I had to stop using that, and I was really disappointed that the MAC product can make me break out so badly. And again, this is something, it's a pretty pricey product, it's not cheap. So I had gone back to regular powder compacts until I found this. So if you look at the way that the product is laid out, it's very similar to the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation. And when they say powder foundation as opposed to just pressed powder or powder compact, you know that you're going to get some coverage also. You know that it's a decent substitute for liquid foundation, that it will give you that finish. So here on the top you get the mirror, and here is the powder, and at the bottom here there's a little sponge for application, but I don't like using sponges or puffs or whatever. I always use all of my powder foundations or powder compact with brushes. That's just my personal choice. This shade is pretty much perfect for my skin. It's a very good match. In fact, it has I feel it's slightly warmer to my skin tone, but it looks amazing, if I do say so myself. I love how my skin looks with this on, and I'm wearing it right now. I just have a little concealer and I'm wearing that, and my skin is not perfect. My skin has flaws, spots. I have a couple of fresh acne scars here, and since this powder has a little more warmth into it, it just it prevents my skin from looking ashy, even if I'm using a concealer, because when you're using a powder foundation, you use the concealer first. So even if that concealer is a tad lighter than my skin tone, this evens things out and it looks beautiful. I love it, and I also found that it really photographs very well, and I'm in love with this. It's very good. And this is the shade called Amber. I think there is another shade even darker than this, so the shade selection is not that much. I looked online and I think I saw just 5 or 6 shades, but I like that they're not the selection of shades is spread out. You have a very light one, you have a medium one, you have a medium darker one, you have a proper dark one, because most Indian brands otherwise, all of the powder compacts will be on the lighter side, and I'll be lucky if I get something that matches me. But here, if you're my skin tone, even if you're darker than me, there is a shade for you, and that itself is a big deal, and I'm really happy with it. I really love this. I love a few more other products that I'm going to show you, but I love this the most, which is why I've spent so much time talking about it. It's pretty amazing, and it says Hydra Touch. So you might be wondering how can a powder foundation hydrate? Powder is dry, powder is powdery. I thought the same thing, but it while it's not going to hydrate your skin or take the place of moisturizer, it really does have some kind of luminosity to it. It is a matte product, of course. It doesn't have any shimmer, but at the same time, when you put it on, you don't ever have that cakey powder look. It settles in very nicely. And as a product, I think it's also very finely milled and very silky, because when I swirl my brush in it, if I put a little too much pressure, I find that a lot more powder comes loose. So if you're using a brush or if you're using the sponge, just use it with a light hand, because it's a very silky powder. Seriously nice. I'm already planning to buy another one of this as a backup, because this is my new holy grail, guys, really. Now that we are done with the 2 base products, they also sent me this blush. It's called Bright Lights. It is a high definition blush, and the shade number, I guess, is called HDB17. I do like coral blushes a lot, because I feel that especially for medium dark Indian skin tones, or even lighter Indian skin tones, Indians have usually a warm undertone. They have a yellow undertone, while for example white people would have a very pink undertone. So coral, peach or orangey blushes look a lot more natural and a lot more beautiful on our skin than pink blushes. And like, you know, you might be surprised, but try it out once even if you're skeptical. Here, like, I am trying it on camera. Blush is something that's slightly hard to show up on camera. Like, I can see it much better on my face when I look into a mirror, but I don't know how much you guys can see. This like has a little bit of the coral color, and then it has a lot of bronzy gold micro shimmer in it. And when I say micro shimmer, it really is very fine. Like, it doesn't look like chunky glitter particles, so it works like a highlighter. And I've put it on both my cheeks here, and I'm looking at the screen while I'm filming. I must say I really like the kind of highlighted look that it's giving. I think this shade is pretty freaking awesome, and I am probably going to be using it a lot more in the coming few weeks. Now I am going to talk about the one eye product they sent me. It's the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and it's like a crayon sort of eyeshadow, and the shade is called 611 Yoghurt. NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils are pretty famous, like especially people even who do elaborate eyeshadow looks. A lot of them use this as a sort of a primer, as a sort of a shadow base. Like, there are a lot of different colors available, a lot of finishes. Some of them are more matte, some of them have more shimmer in them. I do not use powder eyeshadow most of the time, but instead I tend to use some or the other eyeshadow crayon only, and I just swipe it across my lid to give my lids a little bit of color. I love the way this looks. It doesn't put a lot of pigmentation on my lid, but it just gives a little bit of shimmer. And here you can see how I'm putting it on my left eye. I know I'm putting this product in the wrong order, like I should be putting it on before my eyeliner, before my mascara, but I just want to show you guys a demo. So this is what I'm doing, and this shade also looks pretty perfect because it's so shimmery. You can use it as an inner eye highlight, and you can also use it to highlight your brow bone. It's so easy and it works perfectly in that respect. The staying power is also pretty good. Like, when I've had really long days where I've been out a lot, it's very humid, I've sweated a lot, at the end of the day it has faded kind of a little, but it's never made a mess. So yeah, I really like it, and I am definitely going to be trying out a few more shades from this range, especially if they have like a deeper browny bronze color. I am all over it. And to show you guys also, I've only used this on my left eyelid here. I've only used it on my left inner corner and on my brow bone, and I haven't put it at all on my right eye. You can see what's spending just like 30 seconds to a minute with this. It's going to amp up your makeup game just a little, even if you're not into heavy eye makeup or you're lazy just like me. Finally, now the last three products that I have to talk about are lip products. The first thing that I am going to talk about is the NYX Butter Lipstick. I've heard so much about these lipsticks, and when I heard the name Butter Lipstick itself, I was really curious, like, what the hell is a butter lipstick? It sounds kind of strange, it sounds kind of interesting. Anyway, so the shade that they sent me is called Razzle Fiesta, and like the whole packaging of this whole range, like the whole tube kind of reflects the internal color, so it looks attractive like that. If you have 5-6 of these, they're all going to be like different and bright, so that is nice. I gotta say, honestly, I don't really like this kind of shade on myself. It's a bright, like a sort of a hot pink, like a Barbie pink or a bubblegum pink. It's very blue toned. Personally, not a fan of the shade. Let us get to the formula. It is a solid lipstick, but the moment I first tried it on my lips, I realized what they mean by butter lipstick. It really is like smooth, and it has this buttery, sheeny feeling. It just glides on your lips. It's not full pigmentation in just one swipe, but if you like go over your lips a couple of times, you will get better pigmentation. Still, I feel the pigmentation kind of lacks a little bit. Like, if you compare it to the matte lipstick, which I'm just going to be talking about, that is very pigmented. This one still has a sort of sheerness to it, and it has a lot of sheen, a very glossy look when you first apply it, but that kind of goes down as you wear it. Can't really say that the NYX Butter Lipstick is bad or a bad product. Like, it just doesn't suit my preferences. It doesn't suit what I look for in lip colors. I prefer formulas that are slightly more matte or whatever, but just like give full pigmentation and stuff. I don't like really sheeny products, but I think a lot of people would like this. Like, for example, my mom does not prefer matte products. She finds them really annoying and drying. So she likes this a lot better. It really depends on what you're looking for, to be honest, but this is definitely not one of my favorite products. The next product that I have is something that brings back a lot of memories for me, and it's the NYX matte lipstick. NYX matte lipsticks are like one of the classic matte products. I remember that they made these matte lipsticks before matte became such a big trend and every single brand was making matte. And I mentioned before that one of the first lipsticks I ever bought was from NYX. It was a NYX matte lipstick. I don't remember the shade name, but it was a lovely deep pink color and I loved it. So I was really happy to see another NYX matte product here. This shade is called Eden and it's a beautiful red color, like a crimson red. I think it has a slight warmish undertone to it, but otherwise it's pretty much a true red. So the NYX matte lipsticks are not a completely flat matte. It's not like they have gloss either, but when you just apply them on your lips, you will definitely see a little bit of shine and a little bit of light reflecting. And they are not like liquid mattes which dry completely matte. But at the same time, liquid mattes tend to feel a little uncomfortable, and these are pretty comfortable. The NYX matte lipstick, you can wear it for hours and you're not going to feel anything. You should make sure your lips are in good shape in general, obviously. Make sure you use lip balm regularly. You get one swipe coverage, it does not move, it does not budge. Even if you eat a light meal, like nothing is going to happen to it, it's not going to go anywhere, and it's really comfortable. So this is just a great line, it's very dependable and I totally recommend this. I love the shade. Final product, I have one NYX butter gloss with me and the shade is called Red Velvet. So as the name suggests, it's a red color gloss. I am not really a gloss person. I don't mind slightly shiny lipsticks, but I don't really wear gloss anymore. Dirt can cling to your lips, your hair kind of gets stuck to your lips and it's really annoying. But this is a really different formulation of gloss. It does have a slight stickiness to it, but it's not like overtly oily feeling, and it does have a pretty damn good pigmentation. I won't say it has as much pigmentation as a lip lacquer or a liquid lipstick, but it's still, as you can see, like is pretty pigmented and you get that red color. I am a red lipstick person and I do really like the shade. One way that I really like wearing this is I like wearing it together with the NYX matte lipstick because that's a red lipstick. So I'll first put on the matte red lipstick and then I'll take the gloss and I'll just apply it, keeping it more towards the central areas of my lips. Like I won't go to the corners. I think I learned this trick from a makeup artist at some point. But it looks really nice because you kind of get this very pouty, fuller lip look, and you have the pigmentation of a good matte lipstick, but the gloss just adds some dimension to it. So that's what I'm wearing right now also as I'm talking to you guys. And I recently did a vlog shoot also and I wore this same lip combo and I think it looks beautiful together. I'm not the type of person that layers a lot of lip products. I'm usually just a one lipstick and go kind of person, but I think I found a combo that really works, really looks good together and complements each other. So I'm pretty happy. Those were all of the things I got from NYX and my reviews on the same. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful, and if you are as excited as me for the NYX launch in India, maybe it gave you guys like some shopping ideas. Do you have any NYX products and what are you most looking forward to buying? I'm really curious to know that. So do leave like a comment below and let me know, because yeah, let's chat there. Beauty makes me so excited and I enjoy chatting about it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye.